friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a review for you of the Morphe Monthly Brush Subscription Club thing that they have going on right now. I've seen a couple of videos of unboxings and I've seen a lot of promotion on Instagram, and I definitely am somebody where I know that there are lots of cool brushes out there, but I never actually pull the trigger and buy them. So I thought this could be good for me to help make me more adventurous and help get me to kind of use different types of brushes that may be doing something more for me than I am unaware of right now. So I liked the appeal of this. This retails for $19.99 a month. You can sign up for, I think it's a year-long subscription, and you get a makeup palette to go with it alongside of that. There's no real discount aside from getting an extra makeup palette. I signed up just on a month-by-month basis because I'm not sure, one, if I would need a year's worth of brushes, and two, if I really would like it. So even though it retails for $19.99, they guarantee that there is going to be a $30 value, if not more. They also promise that there's some kind of extra discount or some sort of coupon that gets sent out. I signed up right at the tail end of February, and this came to me within 5 days of ordering. I thought I was gonna get the February box, which had, I think 7 or 8 brushes in it. They were mostly eye brushes, but they had already switched over to the March box. So I opened this and didn't really have much of an idea of what was in here. It came in this basic mailer envelope, and each one of the brushes had some sort of mesh tubing on it, and then it came inside a plastic wrap with it as well. So it came to me, clean and secure. But there was no explanation card in here, which I wasn't super impressed with, because as someone who doesn't know a lot about tons of different brushes besides basic brushes, I had to really do some research on the website to figure out what came inside. But I'll go ahead and show you what the 3 brushes were, because there were 3 brushes in this month's box. The first brush is the Morphe M527, which is the Deluxe pointed powder brush. I have it pulled up on my phone. This is the brush that I've probably gotten the least amount of use with. I don't powder my face. I used to powder my whole face, but I didn't really like the look of it. To me, it was too drying almost. I don't have super dry skin or super oily skin. I have pretty normal skin, but I felt like when I would powder my whole face, it would make my face look like it was dry, and so now I just use a setting spray. But I feel like this is a nice quality brush. It's made out of goat hair for the actual bristles, and I could see myself, if I ever did want to use powder, if I ever do get oily and end up using powder in the summer, this would be a great brush for this. This brush retails for $15.99, so it's almost the whole value of the actual price tag of the box. The second brush that came in the box was the Morphe M501. I have heard about this one before. I know a lot of girls like to use this as a highlighter brush. This is the Pro Pointed Blender. So being a blender, I thought I would try this on my eyes first before I use it as a highlighter brush. And it is just too bulky. I think if you're somebody who has a bigger crease or doesn't have hooded eyes like me, you totally could blend your eye makeup with this, but it just is too bulbous and cumbersome for my eye shape. So I use it as a highlight and I love it. This brush has turned me on to using powder highlights. I've always been someone who has struggled with powder highlights. I much prefer using a liquid or even a cream, because I feel like I can get really precise laying of that, and then my beauty blender, it makes it really easy to just blend it out, and I just love the look of it. This brush is a game changer for me. I have highlight on today that's a powder, and I love the look of this. It makes it so easy to blend. It creates this lovely finish. I really am enjoying this brush a lot, and again, I've heard a lot about it and just never went out of my way to go and buy it, because I don't like paying for shipping. It's such a struggle. So I'm actually pleasantly pleased to have this in my box this month. And I forgot to mention that this retails for $7.99. So these 2 brushes alone have covered the cost of the $19.99 price tag. The last brush that I have is the Morphe M438, which is the pointed contour, and it retails for $9.99. I don't do a lot of contouring on my face, but I do put bronzer right along this part to kind of hollow out my cheeks a little bit. And I was using the e.l.f. small tapered brush, but this, even though they're kind of a similar shape, this is a bit more precise and it blends out really nicely. I'm able to lay product right here and then do these swirly motions, and it just looks really awesome. I don't have the patchiness, or I don't have the sort of ineffective kind of blending where it's sort of blended in some places and not in other places. And I think it's a real testament to the actual brush. So again, another game changer for me that I probably wouldn't have purchased in the past simply because I thought I had something equal to or better than what they were offering, but this is definitely a superior brush. So all in all, I have to say that I am really pleased with this. I will also be getting the April month. I just want to see if they switch it up, what they include in there, see if it provides more variety, if it's worthwhile to have for more than 1 or 2 months. I have to say that I think that this is a good value. All the Morphe brushes that I've ever tried before, including the ones in here and the ones that I have purchased on my own in the past, are really awesome quality. There is no brush where I think like, wow, it really misses the mark. I wish I hadn't spent the money on this. I really do enjoy the Morphe brushes that I have. I think for me, what decides if you should get this box or not is whether or not you have a lot of brushes. I have a good chunk of brushes, but there are a lot of the same things. I have a lot of brushes that are good for putting on eyeshadow on my lid. I have, a couple of blush brushes, but I don't ever step outside of my comfort zone and get different brushes. So if you're someone who's like me, who wants to be pushed to be more adventurous, to try, maybe a more precise way to use certain brushes versus just using generic brushes, this could be a really good service for you because it will push you to do that. You might get some brushes you've never heard of before or haven't heard of how to use them before, and now all of a sudden you're exploring that. But I think if you're somebody who is on the opposite side of that, you have a immense variety of brushes and you're using those very specific, prone to one use or one way to use the brush, you may not find that this is a good service for you because you already have what they're offering. But I will leave down below in the description box the link to the website to sign up for this because it's not on Morphe's website. You have to go to, I think it's like Live Glam or some kind of like weirdly kind of suspicious website, but it is actually legit where you can sign up for it. There's no rewards program, and I don't know when they're going to do the cutoff for the March box. It's March 12th right now, so I'm sure the next couple of weeks they might still have it, but better to jump on it now versus it being too late. I have to say I'm happy with it. The only two things that are real big cons, and I don't know if this will happen every month, is not having an insert card really wasn't, I think, a good choice because I didn't know what these brushes were for at first, and I would have really appreciated having the information. And then the other potential con is I don't know much about this coupon or like extra reward that they're going to offer. I haven't gotten anything about that yet, and I have seen on Instagram that there have been people who are saying that they're not getting that when they have subscribed. So I don't really know what that looks like, but definitely I'll let you guys know in April if they did something in March after I had filmed this video to kind of give you an update on what extra bonus they offer for being a part of this subscription service. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. If you are going to want to sign up for this, if you like the idea of a tools only subscription service, let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.